Okay, let's talk about what promoting actually means. So, in simple terms, a promoter's job is to bring people to a place, right? You might, I think I was in Poland a couple of years back, and now it was New Year's Eve. I saw a guy, I was new, right? I was new, and then he's taking me. I'm like, man, this is so nice. This guy is so friendly. He's like taking care of me, and then he's inviting me to a
Yeah.
exclusive hidden event, right? It's a very nice story. And then I'm there with my good friend, and then he's like, I'm like, oh man, like he's so good. Like he's showing me party. I'm new to this city. I was like in a small city in Poland, and then he's telling me, hey man, like I'll show you a nice party, exclusive party, nice girls. I'm like, and then you get like exclusive, very hot girls. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
damn, I want to see that. So I'm following this guy, and then when he takes us there, it's like a club. I don't know. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, there's a party happening here, and then they like, yeah, show us your ID. Are you like above 21? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then they're like 20 euros entry. I'm like, in Poland, 20 euro. I'm like, okay. He says cool party. I trust this guy. He seems trustworthy. I go up there and I enter into a strip club. I'm like, okay, damn. No, that's haram. That's haram. Yeah, I did not stay there long, and then I got out.
Yeah.
So that's essentially what a promoter does in club environment, nightclubs environment, right? Not in every country. Like in US, for example, in Vegas, for example, they need girls. You know, they pay you even for it, like when you are able to bring
Yeah.
girls. Plus, all clubs they run because guys want to flex on the girls. It's like a very environment. They buy bottles, they buy things like that, so they want to spend money. And the clubs which are spending the most money, they usually have nice DJs, and they usually also have like attractive women out there. Okay, that's how they work. So if you are a promoter and you're inviting girls, let's call it that, inviting girls, then you are essentially helping the club or event itself. Either you could get paid for it, a couple $100, or you could get like VIP perks. Like for example, me and Max, we are okay with just like every now and then we got paid, but we are mostly we're okay with like getting access to a VIP lounge and some free drinks, things like that, and then that's pretty good.
You see that a lot of clubs, they're competing constantly for those people, because the best club in the city is not the club where the best music runs. It's a club with the hottest girls. It's always been that way. It will always be that way. So the best club has the hottest girls in there. For those clubs to get the hottest girls in there, they have to do some work for that. So a lot of these clubs, they either pay people directly for being there or bringing people in, or they just pay you in other ways. But I know that in other cities, like what I heard is Barcelona or some parts of Russia where I come from, especially in Moscow, in very, very big cities, there are those club girls, or they have different names depending on which city you are. So these are just girls who are getting paid by the club for just being there. There are no hookers or strippers. They just have to be hot. They just have to sit around in those VIP lounges, and they just have to be in the club, and they're getting paid by an hourly rate or something. And this really blows my mind, because clubs are competing for this, and they're searching for services like this all the time. So there's never like enough girls a club can be.
I think in New York, there's a term called being an atmosphere model. What that means is like, you don't do anything, you just exist, and then you get paid for it. Of course, like you have to get dressed and all that,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, you do that anyway. So they kind of pay girls who look very attractive, and then they're in this club. So they're called atmosphere models, if I'm not wrong. That's in New York, right? And then there's like bottle girls. It's the one who is like bringing bottles for you,
Yeah.
right? And then you have bartenders. So like a lot of attractive girls in a nightclub environment.
Yeah.
So especially in the very highest tier clubs, you will see only attractive girls who are working there, who are being present there. Also in like the backstage or in the VIP section, you only see like attractive women. Because nightclubs, that's how it actually works. It was supposed to be, for guys to
Yeah.
be able to flex and be like that.
Having hot women in a venue is one of the most valuable things a venue can essentially have. Because I remember I was talking to a guy like a year ago, and his family was having a bakery. Something like that, something like along the lines, like a small restaurant, bakery, something like that. And as soon as they made all the waitresses look very hot, told them to dress up very nice and have like strict scripts to talk to the customers, and in a very flirty way, they increased their revenue by so much. I don't know how much it was, but just by having hot girls in that bakery. Of course, this will attract some other customers and mostly men, but they are willing to spend the money. And in the end, all you care about as a bakery is the money, right? So this is very valuable for every venue, because a lot in the end, a lot of people are just searching for this warm female energy that everyone wants to have in life.
Well, like them females.